Lola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Mama. Good evening, ma'am. I'm happy to join you
My
for this
darling.
TikTok live. Mama, you are so beautiful. Always beautiful. I remember when I was small, I used to watch your film. I saw you in the airport once. Oh, Mama, you are till now. You are still the same.
Okay.
You are still the same, mommy. We love you. I love you so much. You always make my day, mom. No, it's true. We need to speak out. You understand? It's true. We need to speak out because how many people is going to believe us, even when we speak out?
You see this thing you just said now. How many people will listen to this? It's mentality. Remove that mentality from your life. See, do things without caring what anybody says about you. Do things because you don't care. For example, let me use being a YouTuber for example. You don't have subscribers and likes. You will stop creating your content. If you come to somebody like me, I will tell you, care less whether they like or not, care less whether they subscribe or not, continue to put content. One day, it takes just a day. One person might like that thing, subscribe to me. Before you know it, many people will be subscribing and subscribing. So stop living your life for people. From the way you are standing, you are living your life for people. Why would you do that? Live your life for God and you. Do things without caring if anybody's watching you or not. That is how to live life. Caring about whether they believe you or not. There's something like saying your truth. Say your truth. Say your truth. And but please don't ever think. I teach this thing. You know I have an acting school online. Do you know what I hear every day from students? Do you know what they tell me all the time? Either they tell you they were sexually harassed, and if they refuse, they said they won't give them rope again. The other one said, he said, if I say this thing, listen, if they will ban me in the industry, and you are listening to the voice of the devil, that's the time you will scream with the highest voice. Speak out. If you speak out, watch how God will fight for you. Watch, because the devil uses fear to subdue people by telling you if you speak out, nobody will listen. If you speak out, you will not get fear. And you should mind only what God says about you and not what anybody says about you. Are you begging them to believe you? You don't have to
Thank you,
care.
mommy.
Okay, so you're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. I
Welcome.
understand.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you, my darling. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you. I love you,
Yeah,
mama.
let me bring up. All right, let me bring up Mrs. Bassett. I love you more, my darling. I love you more. So, Mrs. Bassett, please let's hear from you.
Yes, ma. Good evening, ma. How are you? Okay. There was something you made mention of while trying to explain to Lolo that it is needful for anyone to voice out when he or she is in pain, which is true. But one thing I want you to know is
Yeah.
that to an extent, because when you see things that are happening on social media, you have to know that there's something going on. Then I personally, I have a friend, a male friend who is married now. I won't call his name because maybe some persons might know him. He's into acting, even up till now. But now what he does is just skits. He follows funny bros up and down now to
Oh,
act skits. He's very huge. He has this physique for such a kind of roles. At a time, this guy came back and he stopped acting. I was like, what happened? I see you on TV. I think say by now sef you don dey fly for up. He was like, ah, girl, you no go understand wetin dey happen oo. If you no know anybody, where you wan go? I was like, yes, I know say to know person dey, but is that all? Before you could get to the point of acting those roles, you should have some persons you know that brought you up to that level. So what really stopped you? That was when he opened up and started telling me that they won't scatter. I don't want to violate the rules of TikTok. Say they won't
yeah, I
scatter a
understand. I
organ.
understand. Yeah.
I was like, up to that point, he say, your fellow man go confront you. If you refuse, you are gone. I was like, is that why you ran out? He said, yes, sir. And I'm done. I won't do it again. I'm not acting again. As I'm talking to you, this guy steps down. I know the person that he gave me as an example who he started the acting with. I know her level now. Like, she's mad now. Every time he will tell me, this person, I met her on set, so one or two times. We used to start we started together. That was the word he used. He said they started together, but now she's at the top. But this guy is just what is it called? A gym instructor in one of the hotels in Abia State now. So when you said when you are in pain, speak up. You don't know where it's coming from, your help is coming from. That's the truth. Because had it been that this guy said some things, you never can tell. Somebody might pick you up and help you. But he was afraid to talk. Because at the time he told me that the thing that stopped him was he doesn't have someone to sponsor or someone to take him to the level he wants. When I look at him, I said, you got to the point of acting as you not people like us.
No. I change. See, when you come to me, you have to learn something when you come to me. Don't say people like us. Who do you? Don't you ever use the word people like us. Don't bring yourself down when you are not down there. I tell people I could be a celebrity, but don't forget that I'm a human being like you with feelings and conscience. Now, when you think about this, you know that both of us are the same. Now, don't tell me you are a nobody when I know you are somebody. It is how you see yourself that things will happen in your life. It is how you project yourself that the world will project you. Now, you're already belittling yourself. And tomorrow, when something happens that belittles you, you start questioning God. Why me? You belittle yourself before anything. Remember, if you believe in negativity, it goes back to you. If you believe in positivity, it goes back to you. If you tell yourself in that place you are, you think you are little, I am big, I will make it, you'll be big. It's a spiritual thing. People do not understand that spiritual controls the physical. By the time you understand that whatever that happens in the physical has already been arranged in the spiritual by the word of your own mouth. It is you that arranges your destiny. Let me tell you now, if you don't know. God's destiny for you is already that you'll be big. That is God's plans for you. Now, God will not be watching you because he created us and gave us the power. Do you know God made us demigods? We are demigods before God because he said human beings should be in charge of everything on earth and in the water. These type of beings are called demigods. Now, they are beings after God comes human. Tomorrow you say God killed me, God did not bless me, God allowed me to fail. Meanwhile, you failed yourself by using the word of your mouth to bring yourself down in your destiny that God has already. He will be on fire for somebody that is not, all because he or she cried out. And again, God, see, I know social media can make somebody or can bring people down, but I tell people use it for your advantage instead of using it to do rubbish. Do you know, as little as you might be looking at yourself, because you've already said you are little, someone somewhere might scream and say, I need her number, I want to help her. You don't know. They don't need to see you. Now, when you hide in your house, crying in your house without speaking out, tomorrow you say people are wicked, how would they help you? Will anybody come into your heart to help you? If something is wrong, that's why I tell people, make sure you have a side hustle. I hammer it in my acting school online. Get a side hustle. Get it. You know why I said get it? The industry is no longer the way I started. When I started, it's an empowerment industry. It empowers you. It pays you. You go to school with the money you are making from it. You graduate from school. You even start up something small. But today, a lot of people are crying and say that they go there. They pay with their money. They pay in kind. So now tell me, how is this an empowerment again? So today I tell people, get a side hustle. Because you know why? That side hustle will help you pay your fare whenever there's an audition. Because do you
Exactly.
want to go and sleep with a man to give you money to transport yourself to an audition place? Is that what you want? So when you get a side hustle, your side hustle will be paying you. Then you now use that money, enter whether keke or bus and attend audition. You attend audition, luckily for you, you might get a role. Now I tell my students and even people I teach on my YouTube, because I teach them on my YouTube, another way to stand strong and big when you believe that you are nothing in that industry is, it mustn't be a yes. Tell yourself that. It mustn't be a yes. Be bold enough and tell that person, you are not my God. You know why I said say this? If you said it, the wind carries your prayer. Declare it to God that you said this person is not your God, that God will make you in his own time, in his own way. You bounce big. How it will happen is not your business. One day you will sit and say, am I the one they are giving scripts now? How did it happen? It's God's doing. Because there are some people that might say, I don't know what you people are talking about. That girl is good. I better give me her number. She's good. Let her do this role for me. It's God that is working, but you help God to help you. You have to help God to help you. God is that God that gave us freedom. It's only a devil that will tell you you must do what I said. No, God gave us freedom. Anywhere you choose, God will say, well, choose your path. Now you have to help God to help you by believing that he will help you. And like I tell people, it's not a do or die affair. Now, why am I saying the grace? When God's hand is upon your life, nobody can bring you down. If I should narrate my life in Nollywood, honestly, all of you watching me here, you will sit up and start rephrasing your mindset, start changing the way you reason. Why people are suffering today is because they see it as a do or die affair. Oh, if I don't act, if I'm not famous, I will be nobody. Then I'm sorry, you will be nobody for real. You will become nobody. It's not only acting that will make you a star, but when you show your talent, know how to act, that's number one. Believe in yourself and your God, that's another thing. Now, don't take nonsense. Be respectful. I'm not in support of, these people insulting here and there. No. Be respectful, be polite. Should anybody try to insult you by trying to harass you sexually, turn them down politely. You don't have to make noise about it. If they tell you will never start, tell them God's hand is upon my life. You are not my God. Because that's the only way God can come in to help you. So please, I am tired of hearing, who am I? We are little. Nobody's little in this life. So please, I think it's Versatile that said this. Please, if you go to bed this night, think about this thing that I told you. What will be, will be. Don't forget it. Maybe you'll be forcing yourself in entertainment today, and God has another purpose for you somewhere else that you will be a star, a big star. That is where we are getting it all wrong. What will be, will be. That's why I said, allow God to lead you. The ones you can do for yourself is any curses coming your way, reject it in their face. Don't go inside your room and say, it will not happen to me. I'm sorry, it will happen. Because when they throw that curse on you, you did not reject it. At that point in time, you were supposed to throw it back. Another thing I want to let you know, curses are spirits, unseen beings. They are alive. Just like the word of God is alive. That's why when you tell people, if you want to fight with scripture. People don't understand what we mean by fight. Don't just be fighting, get out, eat you, you're wasting your time. Look for a verse in the Bible. That's what we call scripture. Use it and fight. You know why? Even God said that his words are alive. That we should send his words message. When you are deep in spiritual, that is when you, maybe because I go deep in spiritual, but whether you are deep or not, learn it now. Those words, for example, in Psalm 91 that said, I will trample upon the lion and the serpent, and nothing by any means shall harm me. That word is alive. You will trample upon them for real, and they will not harm you. Your faith will lead you. So please, rephrase your mindset. Redefine the way you reason. From today onwards, tell yourself you're a big person. You will make it in life. You watch. Start with the word of your mouth, and spiritually, God will start aligning those things for you. Aligning people that will favor you, or whatever that will come your way to favor you. Please. Enough said already. More J23, or is it Maureen? I don't know. Please, if you can hear me, please go ahead and speak.
Yeah, it's Maureen.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
evening, ma.
Welcome.
Thank you for the
Evening. Thank
opportunity,
you.
though.
Uh,
Okay, seeing you
Thanks
here
for
has really
joining us.
made my day today. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And I've
Yeah.
been following everything you've been saying. You're really on point, and I
Okay.
think you've really said all. And because the way people really reason sometimes, I get confused at times. I get to stand out and I'll be like, am
Yeah.
I really, is it that I'm just on my own, or is it that people don't really see what I see? Because sometimes, like this thing you say, some people feels it's better to just take whatever that comes their way and then they said it. You shouldn't be arrogant about it. You shouldn't say it in a way that okay, it will sound disrespectful, but you can always air your mind. Air your mind, because sometimes when you don't
Yes.
air your mind,
Yes.
it makes people to continue to do wrong. People, I find it in an organization that you
Exactly.
see, organization, okay, in a place of work, you find like, okay, 20 people, you see that you'll be the only one speaking out, and you'll be like, what is happening here? Am I the only one this thing is
Exactly.
hurting? Everybody goes to the back and starts murmuring, oh, I don't like this. But when they see the same thing, they'll say, it's okay, it's fine. I'll be like, ah, oh God. And when you speak,
Fine.
people start
Fine.
tagging it to you that you are now an arrogant person, you feel you talk too much, all these things. But not knowing that the people that didn't speak out, they're out there inside talking. So for me, I like
Yeah.
it. I seriously enjoy this discussion because some people really feel little about themselves, and God has made you a great
Yeah.
person. Everything, the same thing
Good.
that, like what you said, all of us are great. The way you carry yourself matters. The way you carry yourself really, really matters, because
Good.
it is the way you carry yourself that people will address you. You understand? And then, but sometimes when we've carried ourselves wrongly and we'll see people looking down on us, it will start looking as if, is it that we are not doing well? It's not because you're not doing well, because the way you have presented yourself. It's anyhow you present
Exactly.
yourself. Yeah, because all these issues of, okay, not just in the industry, okay, let me just show up
Everywhere. Everywhere.
yeah, a little experience of mine. That was when I was
Okay.
mainly, I was done from secondary school, so I my admission delayed, so I had to go to sales girl, looking for the sales girl to work as a sales girl in a place. And when I went there, okay, before you know it, the man started asking me out. He wanted to sleep with me. I was like, okay, I don't understand. If this is what you do with other guests, you can't do with me. Because imagine, I told him, he was so surprised. He looked at me, he said, what? I said, if you want to sleep with me, hey God, I said, my what's it called? My father, you are like, I better stay at home. And then you become my sugar daddy, and then you'll be giving me money from, I can't work for you and be sleeping with you. Hey, the man looked at me, he was like, this girl. He said, do you know that that day, even when I was doing it, at the end of the day, and I said, sir, I am not, I don't want to be rude, but please, you think about it. I'm just like your first daughter age mate. So you don't have to.
Exactly.
So you don't have to. You don't have
Yeah.
to do this. So please just think about it, and then I am here to, like, I just want to make ends meet, and then try and keep some money to keep for my admission. If the admission comes up, I'll be able to go back to school. So it's not like I'm here for prostitution. You should be able to know the difference between prostitution and other things. And do you know that that same man has been doing it to other girls that work for him, and they
Oh.
have been working for him, and they've been going out with him like that. So when immediately I voiced out, and I was able to say that to him, do you know that the next day when I got home, I told my sisters something. I told them, I said, the job that I got 3 days ago, I've sacked myself by myself. So they were laughing. They were like, what happened? They were like,
Love that.
they were like, what happened? I said, do you know that today my boss did this, and this is how I put it to him. Was I rude? Was I? So one of my cousins said, that wasn't rude. That is, it's fine. She even gave me a high five. I said, thank you. He said, keep it up. keep speaking up like that. I said, hey. So the other one was like, hey, okay, oh, well, if you go tomorrow, and he said, don't go. And I said, what about if I go to the shop? Or maybe I wouldn't go, maybe I shouldn't go to the shop tomorrow. Or maybe I should go. Do you know that the next morning, I was so reluctant. I was confused. I was like, should I go? Should I stay? So the other of my cousins said, just dress up and go. If you go there and he say, go back to your house, you come back and then we'll look for another job for you. That was how I
Exactly.
summoned
It's not
courage,
a
and
joke. Okay.
I went to the to his workplace. Do you know that this man, I greeted him? He acted like nothing happened. He was like, only he welcomed me, that I'm welcome. I said, okay. You know, now in my heart, I was still panicking. Your boss, now you've spoken to your boss. So the next thing, you know, he called me. That was the day things changed. He called me and he said, thank you so much. That nobody has ever done this thing. That what I'm doing is bad. So from now henceforth, I promise you. Yes, I know you are not good, but I'm promising you I will never do that again. I will never date little
Wow. You
children,
see, you
small
changed
girls. That was what he
him.
said. Yeah, yes. So he now said, okay, then how far with my admission? That was happening, was keeping it. I told him, he said, okay, he will also give me money to buy jam in case if the other one is not okay. That okay, what do I said things change. He started, do you have food at home? Is there everything? Because he now wanted to. This was a man coming to like take advantage of me. He now started protecting me.
Yeah.
He said, whatever you want. He
Like a
said, from
father,
today,
like he
whatever you
should.
want. Yes. Yes. He said, whatever you want, make sure you tell me. Even if I don't have it, I will go extra mile to get it for you. I was looking at him. So, like you said, it's just we standing bold. God has given us everything we want. The power is in us. It's just we. How do we use it? Are you so fearful that sometimes you even misplace what God has put in you? So we should let that fear go. Speak out. Yes, don't insult, don't fight. It's not, but just make sure you're telling somebody that this thing you did to me, I don't really like it. This is not
Honestly.
good. This is not good. Just say it.
Honestly.
Because there's something my pastor will keep saying, then he'll say, a closed mouth is a closed
Politely.
destiny.
Somebody tells you,
Yes.
if they tell you they're not going to make you, let them go.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go, but
sure,
God knows
sure,
you air your mind, and then you have said what you want to
sure.
say. Because someone like me, I don't like keeping things in mind, and I think it has also contributed in making me to speak out. So instead of me keeping it in mind, I always tell you that, see, what you did just now, I don't like it. You know, sometimes too, some people even when you are still slow, even when you still talk to them politely, they'll still want to be aggressive. It's allowed. That's life for you. People will not, it's not everybody that will take it calmly, it's not everybody that will like
Yeah.
it. But the most important thing is that you have made your own, you just spoken your mind. And sometimes also when I want to talk about things, I don't really talk about it just for myself. I want to talk about it for others. How, if you see him that day, he said, do I know that he was like someone when he went home last night that he couldn't sleep? I said, so what am I trying to say? If these same girls, that they keep harassing, there's a way you talk to people. And then you're not just talking, you are preaching, you're doing so many things at the same time, reminding them maybe to know, because some of them they are lost and devil has taken over
Sure,
their
sure.
mindset. You also want to use them. So you bring them back gradually. And then if it is to walk away, there was something you
Absolutely.
said, they are not your
Absolutely.
God. That was what I made up my mind that day when I was saying, okay, let me go back to God. I said, he's not my God. If he leave me, I will go to another place and look for a job. That is just it. And
Sure,
what I
sure,
thought about,
sure.
God never allowed it happened. He kept me there. I was the one that left for school. If not for school, I couldn't even have left him. I was the
Good.
one that I left, okay, and he kept supporting. And anytime he sees me, the relationship became so that's how it is. That even the wife started suspecting that what's happening. This girl, that every time you like this girl, so it's like that. So that's just it, ma.
You
So I
changed the
like it.
soul.
I like it the way you are. Yes. I like it that you are really encouraging people. They should speak out. So many
Yeah.
Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians don't like speaking out, especially women. And they feel sometimes, and when they see you talking, they say, that one no get respect. Sometimes they don't know that it's not about the respect. It's about how you feel. This one is doing is not right. Some of them they prefer, like you said, going outside to talk about it than saying it where it happened. Some they will just go take it out and then they will go
Yeah.
and start discussing it. Like, see you, I see you. No, what I did, if not like as I'm saying this thing here now, I've never, no other person knows about it. It was just those my cousins that day were in that house that knew what happened. So because it's not something to discuss about. It's not
Yeah.
something. It's not a good thing to discuss about. To be proud of that your boss. No, but some people, it's better for them. You see
But I'm
them,
happy.
and sometimes they will even end up sleeping with him, or they'll still carry him outside again. And still, there's a sales girl that was working with him then. I never knew that she was sleeping with him, and she would still come outside to come and tell you he's a useless man. You still sleep with him, and when you come back again, so she does anything she wants. She can carry anything she wants. She says he's a stupid man, blah blah blah. I never knew. It was the day he made that attempt on me. And I said, no, no, no. Oga, you have to stop. You just have to stop
Thank
this.
you so
This
much.
is not nice.
More J. Thank you. God bless
Yes.
you. Now, had it been that you kept quiet or you hid it from everyone, God will be watching you
Yeah.
like, I sent you to change it,
Yes.
and you are hiding.
Yes.
Because what you did out of fear. That's why I tell people, right? I tell people, even if you're afraid, do it afraid. Even if you're shivering,
Yes.
do it shivering. You can be shivering and telling
Yes.
him, but please, I can't do
Yes.
this. But just say it. But just say it. Now you did, and you changed him. He even felt embarrassed for all the things he's been doing. And it's a good one. All right. He felt ashamed, embarrassed. But
Yes.
at the end of the day, it was a good story. So God bless you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. And please continue to
Thank
speak
you.
out when need be.
Thank you,
Right?
Ma.
If it's
Thank
necessary for
you.
you to
Thank
speak
you.
out, speak out. Because God works in
Thank
so many
you.
ways. God aligns favors and all that for all of us. But when you don't speak out, I don't know how we will receive that favor. Even if you need something, like people that will knock on their neighbor's house and say, my children and I are hungry. If you don't speak out, how will anybody know you are going hungry and all that?
Yes.
So thank you so
Yeah.
much. Please, let's invite Child of Grace to speak. Thank you. Let's hear from Child
Thank
of Grace.
you.
Victoria, my darling, please, can you take up the whole thing? Let me rush out again. I'll be right back again, Victoria. Please, thank you. All right, Child
All
of
right, go
Grace,
ahead,
please go ahead and
child of
speak.
grace.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm so happy to have you here, honestly.
My
It's been
darling,
so
thank you so much.
long. Like, I see you on TikTok.
I'll be right back. Victoria is
I
my
felt
favorite.
so blessed and so happy seeing you, Mama. Honestly. I remember when I was young.
I'll be right back. Victoria, take over.
All right, go ahead, child of grace. Do you have something to add? I'm so happy.